Hello everyone, this is Freya Swan. Today is Thursday, so it's Oracle Thursday. Every Thursday I pick from one of my various Oracle decks and I do a free community reading. Before we get started, I just want to welcome back my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. This means the world to me. I love this work and you're the reason I get to do it. So thank you so very much. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you stopped by. I hope you get something out of today's video. And if you could do me one quick favor, please click that subscribe button. I am trying to reach my first 100 subscribers on YouTube, and that would help me out so very, very much. So let me just explain how this works for anyone who may not have been here before. I go into a meditative state and I select a number of cards, in this case 3 cards, cards A, B, and C from left to right. And I ask that you get calm, you take some nice deep breaths, get centered, feel peaceful, still the mind. Ask to be shown what it is you need to know most right now. What message do you need to hear most right now? And then look at the cards and see which one you're drawn to the most, which one pulls you towards it. So I'd like to just invite you to do that now. Get relaxed, select a card, and I will turn the card over, do the reveal, and give you my interpretations. With this particular deck, there is a printed message on the other side, so I will read that, but I use these as a jumping off point for channeled messages from Brighid. All right, so you've had a few moments. Hopefully you've selected a card because I'm going to turn these over. Now, I had started doing the videos a little differently, but I was having trouble getting these to come into focus, so I went back to my old way of doing slides and matching up a recording with the slides. So, for people who were drawn to card A, the card is the Goddess of Poetry. Brighid, associated with poetry, inspiration, that is the side of Brighid that you were most drawn to here. This is for a creative life. And here's what it says. The ancient bards of Ireland invoked Brighid to inspire their words. Today, she is a muse for all creative works. Where in your life would you like to be more creative? Make a decision to start a creative endeavor like journaling, spinning wool, making jewelry, or creating art. Take time today and every day to nurture the creative aspect of yourself. Call upon Brighid for inspiration. Allow your creative works to ignite the spark of your true self. There is a statement at the end of each card here you may wish to meditate on. And this one is, you are creative. All right, so now, just let me take a moment. Excuse me. You've been feeling stale and stagnant, bored, antsy, ready to do something new and fun and creative. You're not sure what exactly to do, or if you are sure, you're not sure how to make it happen. I'm going to ask you to be open to possibilities, to think outside the box here. I'm being drawn to what looks like a little village, ancient village here, like a town square or a marketplace. All right, so I want you to picture yourself in this place and you've got a little shop. What kind of shop is this? What type of craftsman are you? Are you a bard? Do you sing? Do you perform for people? Are you walking about the square? Are you a writer? Are you a blacksmith? Are you a potter? Are you a spinner or a weaver? Are you a baker? What is it that you do? What gets those creative juices flowing for you? Is this something that you've done in the past and you've neglected? Or is it something you've always wanted to learn? But look around you in that shop or in that marketplace. What is your role? What is it you've always wanted to go ahead and do? It's going to be a long winter ahead. You're going to need something, not just to occupy your mind, but to fire you up. Excuse me. You'll need something to fire you up on those dark days, those long, dark winter nights. And they start, like late afternoon into going into the evening, into the night, many, many dark hours. You're going to need something to occupy yourself, to ignite those fires. Brighid is associated with fire, so that's sort of appropriate that that's what came through. All right. I feel they're pulling away from that card now. So we're going to look at card B. If you were drawn to pick card B, all right, this is, and my Irish is not so good, so I hope the pronunciation is okay. This card is the Currach, and this is for freedom. A lush, grassy expanse, interminably covered with Brighid's green mantle, the Currach offers you the gift of freedom. Visualize laying on this sweet and verdant plain, arms and legs spread. Allow release. You are free. You are unencumbered by life. What does this mean to you? What does it mean to live free? Allow yourself to remember what freedom feels like and know that you can live free. And there at the bottom it says you are free, so you may wish to meditate upon that. I'm being drawn to an old memory of mine. I went to visit some family that lived out in the Midwest, and I hadn't been out there since a very, very small child. And I remember being at a relative's farm. Being from New England, I'd never seen a farm quite this big or land quite so flat, but it was this huge expanse of land, and the horizon just went, it just went for miles and miles and miles. There was this big open sky, and everything felt possible. What does that look like for you? If anything were possible, what would you do? We're not guaranteed happiness in this life. And I'm being shown the Declaration of Independence, where it says life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's that pursuit. You are free to pursue it. So what does that look like for you? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? I'm not saying that life doesn't come with some restrictions here and there. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when life, puts an obstacle in your way. That's not it. It's looking at those things that are possible and freeing yourself of limiting beliefs. Like, are you not living this life because all right, one sec. Are you really living your life? Or are you living someone else's life? Are you trying to live up to someone else's expectations? And before you say, no, these are my expectations, I'm going to ask that you really think about that. Why do you have those expectations of yourself? Are they really yours? What would you do if you didn't have to care about, I don't know, what family thought, what a parent thought of it, a spouse or whatever? What would you do if you didn't feel judgment? What does freedom look like for you in that sense? What kinds of beliefs did you grow up with about yourself that are not true? Most of our criticisms, our self-criticisms, are untrue. And you're being asked to examine that. Most of your own chains are ones you've put around you yourself. And it's time to drop them and let them go. Okay. So, moving on to the third one here. If you were drawn to card C, this is Earth, and it's for inner strength. Today, call upon Brighid, Lady of Earth, to help you remember your own inner strength. Go into nature. Find a patch of grass or soil that you can stand securely connected to the earth. Feel the strength and vitality of the land under your feet. Feel this power moving up your legs into your torso and throughout your whole body. Breathe it into your being. Allow yourself to feel whole and filled with inner strength. And at the bottom it says, you are a powerful being. All right. Launching off from that sentence, you are a powerful being. You are, and you need to feel your strength. You are strong. You are tenacious. You have deep reserves of power. But you need to recharge. Those messages of drawing that earth energy up through your legs, you're being asked to dig deep, to go to the earth for recharging. Is there a place that you like to go? The woods, the beach, your garden, someplace that you can recharge. I'm also drawn to imagery of calling one's ancestors towards them. The people, your people whose bones are in the ground, call them up as a source of strength around you. You're strong, and you need to be reminded of your strength. If you don't recharge yourself once in a while, you won't have anything to give. I'm being shown what looks like a power tool, some type of like a drill, and it's powerful, but only when it's charged, and you need to recharge. So I'm saying beach, but I want to focus in on this. What I'm seeing is like a rocky beach. There's a lot of rock and stone, which would be earth. A beach is sort of a liminal space, but I'm focused more on the rockiness and the sand part of it. Or maybe it's a place in the woods, or maybe it's your own garden, but somewhere where you connect to earth, or maybe you connect to trees. Maybe do some meditations where you imagine yourself as a tree with your roots going down deep. But also to call on your ancestors when you've got those bones in the ground. Call them up as a source of strength for you. It's a really good time of year for that anyway. But you are strong and you're powerful, and you need to be reminded of that. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not. If you've got someone trying to tell you that you can't do something, you're not strong enough, or you're not powerful enough, you're not influential enough, you're just not enough, that person you need to put up a boundary between you and them. You are powerful. And the last thing you need is someone, or it can be multiple people, but anyone in your life that wants to talk you down, don't listen to that. I'm not talking about where someone genuinely has your best interest at heart and they're concerned about something and they're pointing out something logical. But as long as they're looking for solutions to that, as long as they're helping you overcome any limitations, then, someone who's just naysaying, no, don't listen to that. You need to be reminded of your power and your strength. And I'm being shown lifting weights. Lifting weights is a really fast way of shifting your mind and reminding you of how strong you are. Even if you can't lift much at that moment, by the time you're done, you feel really good and you feel very powerful. So if you need to help shift your mind really quickly, that might be an easy way to do it. All right, so with that is all that I have. That's all that's come through. I also want to apologize. I was not able to do a Rune Wednesday yesterday. I'm very sorry. I was booked solid and I just didn't see any way of getting it done. But it will be back next week for Rune Wednesday. And with that, the only other thing I have to mention is tomorrow again is Reiki Friday. So if you would like to get your free Reiki video, please stop on by and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much.